Hey guys, it's Lindsay Heeger. I'm a real estate agent in Northern Kentucky, and this is my first flip. Alright, so how I got this house was I was actually supposed to list it. It was a friend of mine from high school. His dad actually passed away and I was going to help him sell the house. But once I got here and discovered that it needed a lot of work, we realized pretty quickly that the most likely buyer was going to be an investor buyer. And then I remembered, hey wait, I've been wanting to be an investor. I ended up buying the house for myself. So the first thing you have to do when you're buying an investment property is come up with the money. So a lot of these houses need so much work that you can't get a regular loan. So you have to either pay cash or get a hard money loan, which is basically a high interest loan with a big down payment. I was lucky enough that this house only needed cosmetics. So I was able to get a regular conventional loan as an investor with 20% down payment. So the next thing after you get the money is you have to set your budget, which I had no idea what I was doing. I had $30,000 set aside and that was my budget. I was like, this is how much I have, so that's my budget. And so I recommend having an actual budget where you look at the house and you try to estimate what things are going to cost, because they're always going to cost more than you think. So speaking of budget, as I said, I had a budget of $30,000. The money kind of ran out very quickly, and here are some things that came up that I wasn't really prepared for. First thing, the chimney was kind of separating from the house. That was going to be a major expense. It was going to be anywhere from $6,000 to $10,000 to fix it, so I ended up paying $4,000 just to take the chimney off altogether. Also, I did know that there was no central air or HVAC system, but I didn't realize how much those cost. So that ended up being a big chunk as well at around $8,100. The windows I originally didn't plan on replacing. The front door was $2,000. I also had to pay for a lot of things twice because it wasn't done correctly the first time. So the budget originally was $30,000 and I ended up spending $60,000. So the most important thing I would recommend when you're flipping a house is finding a good, reliable, honest contractor. Do a lot of research, make sure they're legit, make sure they know how to estimate a budget correctly, make sure that they are willing to be transparent and give you all the receipts for everything. Make sure that they're doing some of the work themselves and not contracting every single thing out. So the day that I fired the first contractor, the house was in complete disarray. I had no idea what to do next. Sat in the driveway and cried for a good 15 minutes. And then I was like, all right, I got this. I started thinking, who do I know that can do this? I was taking it one job at a time. One of my friend's dads did flooring, so I called her up and said, hey, can your dad do my floor? He was able to do that. I'm able to get him to do a lot of other stuff. Same with the deck. I had somebody paint the deck and then they knew how to power wash. So really it's just finding people that can do it and that will give you a good price and actually show up. Lots of people that I hired never finished the job, so I was paying multiple times. I had paid for multiple trash outs, multiple painters. The person who installed the doors didn't finish them. So once my budget doubled and I realized I needed to sell this house for more money, that's when I focused on some certain areas to basically get the best bang for my buck. So some contractors may not have put the granite countertops in. Some people don't do staging, which I 100% recommend on a vacant house. I think it had a lot to do with getting it sold very quickly and making it look as good as it does. And other little things like the front door. So from the day that I purchased the house to the day that I put it on the market was about 4 months. I will say it could have been done a lot sooner than that, but me being my own general contractor, having kids and a full-time job, it just took a lot longer than normal. But it is currently under contract after 2 days on the market. If everything goes well and it closes, I will make around $35,000 profit. Even though I was kind of at an advantage buying this first flip because I've been in the real estate industry a long time. I've helped numerous other investors over the years, so I did kind of have a little bit more base knowledge than your average first-time flipper. But don't let that discourage you. If you would like to get into it, just reach out. I'd be happy to help you through it. Would I do this again? Absolutely, and I can't wait to find the next one.